Hello everyone, welcome to another video. My name is David and today we are talking about Quant QNT. Title of the video is Quant QNT holders do not own enough QNT. You can never own enough QNT. You can never own enough cryptocurrency. Obviously, be grateful for the amount that you have, but I think we all have hopes of one day becoming a QNT whale. And obviously the amount of QNT you have is very important to become a whale, but holding your QNT for a very extended period of time is very important as well. One day holding 100 QNT will consider you a quant whale. One day. Also, look at this chart here. Where do you honestly think we are on this chart with cryptocurrency? Do you think we are in the early majority, the late majority? Well, it completely depends on what cryptocurrency you are looking at. If you look at BTC, for example, Ethereum, we are definitely more towards the late majority. But with QNT, we are crossing the chasm towards the early majority, in my opinion, and the early majority is not a bad place to be. Also, look at this. World population is projected to hit 8 billion in a few hours. This tweet was a few hours ago. Look at this as well. Holders, 83,000. That's a 1.7% increase from yesterday, which was 81,600. Now, is this people buying QNT, buying a dip with QNT, or finally moving their QNT off exchanges to actual wallets? For the whole FTX fiasco, it's about time. Also, supply is 14.6 million. With all that information, in consideration, 8 billion people on the planet, holders going up drastically, 14.6 million, scarcer than Bitcoin. There's going to be more demand than Bitcoin because QNT actually has use case. A lot of information in today's video. Stay around to the end. Subscribe and like down below to increase your chances of generational wealth. Without further ado, here we go. Okay, so I'm just going to assume the majority of you people watch this video are QNT holders. Probably 90% of you. Well, if you know what you hold, you know one day QNT could be 10k per coin. I don't know why you're still holding it on an exchange. With the whole recent FTX situation, cold wallets are down below and huge discounts on the decent cold wallet. Now here we have Quant Network talk about the whole situation. So let me just read some of this. With the issues besetting crypto exchanges like FTX, a more grown-up approach is needed. Our capital markets have evolved over centuries to be highly regulated and secure investment environments. As such, they offer far better use cases for tokenization. Tokenization has many benefits. It provides new opportunities for firms to raise venture capital. Fund managers can diversify their products and gain new efficiencies from DLT. Investors will be able to access new, safer asset classes previously unavailable to them. And it's already happening. Read the first A series of use cases on how to capital market are embracing tokenization article here on tokenization. And you and I both know that Quant has the solutions for tokenization, and they are focusing on tokenization of securities and digital assets, which happens to be in $1 trillion market. Not billion, not million, $1 trillion market. And I truly believe the next hype, the next boom that we see with this marketplace of cryptocurrency, the big hype word is going to be tokenization because it's such a huge use case. It goes beyond digital assets. It goes beyond cryptocurrency. Everything can be tokenized. Real estate, even cars can be tokenized. Also an article here by Ledger Insights. Let me read some of this. Citi Security Services found that almost 90% of market participants are actively engaged in or exploring use cases for digital assets, blockchain, or DLT. And this is going to increase the range of tradable assets, and Quant is going to make this whole process seamless. Also, more tokenization. Quant themselves, Chief Product Officer, recently spoke to IPE News on the tokenization of private markets. Is tokenization a good idea? Yes, it is. I'll pause the video if you can somehow read that. The text is very small. If you want to read that, pause the video. Also, tech companies this month: Twitter, Apple, Amazon, Snapchat, Meta, thousands of employees. That is insane. Microsoft, Intel. Now, to me, it's not really a surprise of a lot of people getting fired because I think there was a top signal. I don't know if you guys saw it on TikTok or not, but you see these people do a day in the life of a Twitter employee or a day in the life of a Meta employee. And their life was so easy. They'd wake up, they'd get a lunch break, half an hour of work, another lunch break, another lunch break. Their life looked so easy. To me, that was a top in terms of the employees. Also, the whole point of me showing this tweet is Quant is hiring. Now, a lot of people overlook this. It's only 4 jobs. It's only 5 jobs. That is huge when you're seeing hiring with Quant, Ripple in comparison to laying off thousands of employees. And Quant actually has quite a small team in proportion to how big they actually are, how huge of a player they are in the actual game because they pick quality over quantity, the best of the best. Also, this tweet is hilarious. creating advisors, investors to cash out in crypto while they can. I've seen so many bottom signals where I actually feel like I have to buy more, and I actually bought a little bit more QNT after I saw this tweet. Seeing this, I'm seeing people report on the SBF FTX situation, people in the comments saying cryptocurrency is a scam, it's going to zero the time, the same process repeats every single time, and these people, there's no point arguing with these people. They are so close-minded. It goes in one ear and it goes out the other. But these will be the same people calling me and you lucky who got in at the early majority when realistically the opportunity was available for everyone. And okay, here we have a 10-second clip of Elon talking about Doge. And to give context to this whole video here, we obviously have FTX, Alameda filing for bankruptcy. We're seeing now FTX wallets get hacked. Elon joins a Twitter space, gets asked a question related to the actual situation, and this is what he says.
Doge to the moon.
And I'd actually said before in the channel that I do not like these meme coins, I don't like dog coins, but my stance can change, and I'm going to be completely transparent about that. Same if I'm talking about cryptocurrencies that I like on the channel, like API Free or LCX or CSPR. I might change my opinion on that, and I'll be fully transparent and maybe selling that said cryptocurrency. Likewise, if a cryptocurrency I don't like, and I might change paths in it, like Dogecoin. I actually honestly think Doge is a good investment. The whole situation with Elon recently right now, and I've been trading Doge for the past week, making decent profit because it's so volatile, especially with Elon saying stuff like that and the price pumping. And lastly, we have a video by Quant_Papa. Gilbert knows it's a video switching back from Rishi speaking to Gilbert speaking. We obviously know that they were previous colleagues before. We know that UK is trying to become the global crypto hub. Quant is based in the UK, connecting DLTs, other API-based systems. It looks pretty good for the future of QNT, and that's pretty much it for today's video. Now, be on the lookout for tomorrow. Discord is being created. It will be open maybe Monday. I've left everything to the last minute. I'm not too good with... I've never actually created Discord before. But I want to advise you, if you've never joined Discord before, even if you never commented underneath a YouTube video, I advise you to join. Everyone is welcome. I'm going to create different sections, different columns of each cryptocurrency, an XRP chat, a QNT chat, to possibly, shill different stuff, different news within that asset, price predictions, so on. Maybe someone who's only invested in QNT might see another room of LCX, maybe hop in, maybe start, seeing information about LCX. Obviously, they're partnered up, so it wouldn't be that too hard or too far of a jump. Be on the lookout for that. It will be approaching. But it for the video. Thank you very, very much for watching. Please leave a like down below, and I will definitely see you guys in the next one.
And I'm proud that the UK is playing its part.
I ran the UK's payment infrastructure for the Bank of England.
I ran the payment infrastructure as the Chief Security Officer for the Bank of England, so keeping all the money safe.
$130 trillion
across all the payment systems and the payment rails
is to rewire the entire global financial system.
And I've worked in cybersecurity for 20 years. I ran the UK's payment infrastructure for the Bank of England as the Chief Security Officer with a company called Vocalink. And I know how difficult it is to secure a very complex financial system.
$130 trillion.
Heavily regulated, heavily supervised, heavily audited. But using blockchain, it allows you to do that in a simpler way. And what we've done is, through interoperability, remove the barriers for adoption, allowed anyone to basically use any blockchain with 3 lines of code.
$130 trillion.
And that's so unique.
Of capital to be deployed.
We're shaping the system.
Historic wall of capital.